Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In the mystery box there is some math and your challenge is to figure out what that is. Use the link in the description to try this out, and when you think you've got an idea, come on back and see if we get the same thing. Alright, let's start with a 0. Oh, so 0 gives us infinity, so right away I'm thinking some kind of rational function. So that's the most basic rational function you could get, 1 over x. I'm just going to jot it down there as a note. Who knows what this one is, but it's a good starting place for thinking about it. Let's put in a 1. And 1 gives us 1, which is what we'd expect if it's just plain old 1 over x. Let's put in a negative 1. Will this give us a negative 1? It does. So maybe this is just 1 over x. Let's try a 2. Oh, so if it's 1 over x, I would expect 1 over 2 would give us 0.5, but we did not get that. We got 0.125. Huh, let's try a 3. Oh, wow, okay. So it's approaching that x-axis really rapidly, much more rapidly than you'd expect with 1 over x. So maybe there's a multiplier down here or something else is going on. Let's try some fractions. Let's do 1/2. That gives us an 8. That's a nice clue. And let's put in 1/3 as well. Okay, I think I see what's going on. Let's see if make sure those points are mirrored in the third quadrant. So let's put in a negative 2, yeah, and a negative 3. Okay, yeah, so same kind of points we were getting before. And let's put in a negative 1/2, negative 8, yes, and a negative 1/3. Okay. So what do we have visually here? We have these two arms, which are what you would expect to see for 1 over x. The numbers, though, get bigger or get smaller really, really quickly, more quickly than you would expect. So at first I was thinking there was some multiplier down on the bottom of the fraction. I don't think that's it, though. And the big clue was here when I put in 1/2 and then I put in 1/3. So let's think about this. If I have 1 over 1/2, that's really the same thing as 2. 1 over 1/2 is 2. And similarly, 1 over 1/3 is 3. And what I got out was an 8 and a 27. And those stand out to me because 2 cubed equals 8 and 3 cubed equals 27. So what I think is happening here is instead of a multiplier on the bottom, we've got a cube on the bottom. So let's think about what would happen. I mean, when you put in 1 and negative 1, you're still going to get 1 and negative 1. It's because anything cubed keeps its sign, so it's 1 over 1 or 1 over negative 1. So that makes sense. What about if you put in a 2? So 1 over 2 cubed, that would be 1/8, and that is 0.125. So this all is making sense. I think we've got it. Let's go ahead and reveal. Yes, 1 over x cubed, and we can graph that as well. It looks very similar to the graph for 1 over x. It just approaches those asymptotes a lot more quickly than we would expect with 1 over x. Well, how did that go for you? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.